Boxing Voice.
Showing up on time and getting ready for some big fights, especially mine. I believe it's the biggest fight of the year, as far as interest of the possibilities either way, mine or Kovalev's. But I'm just glad that I get a chance to be on this stage again at this time of the year, closing out the summer and going into the fall months, and then of course winter. So I'm really excited.
You know, fighting in Atlantic City, do you think that gives you any advantage at all?
Not at this level. At this stage of my career, and I speak for myself, whether it's Atlantic City, whether it was the Barclays Center in New York City, or whether it was in North Jersey, you know, in another venue. At this stage, a ring, to me, it's a ring. I think that when you fight away for guys like myself as veterans, you have a little bit more suspicious of not being home, or you got to do a little extra because you're not in what they might say comfort zone or whatever. But I make every place which is a ring my comfort zone for multiple years I've been boxing. So at this stage, for a younger guy, he might feel kind of the opposite, but no. To me, it doesn't matter. I displayed that in previous fights in Canada, another country, Quito, Ecuador. Early in my career, suffered 2 knockdowns and fought my way back to a draw, if anybody remember that. So I'm comfortable no matter where I'm at, no where I'm fighting. It could be another country, it could be in my country, it could be wherever, because I believe that when you've been in a sport and know the craft and understand it, no matter where a ring is at here on this earth, it's my home. I make it my home. It don't make me its home. That's the difference in the mindset.
And Bernard, you think everything through, and you have a history of having success against young, strong guys who are big punchers who come to you. When you look at Sergey Kovalev, he's a young, strong guy, a big puncher who figures to be coming to you. I mean, you talked about comfort zone. Is that a style that falls into your comfort zone?
Yes and no. I mean, from the last time I heard that he can box, he's shown he can box. He's shown that he can do things that I don't hear people talking about other than the punch. They traumatized by the knockouts, the punch. But being in the game for almost 3 decades, I look for more than just what a guy brings to a gunfight other than bullets. So to me, it could be backwards, it could be frontwards, it could be sideways, it could be all the things that I was taught in the game of boxing. To me, boxing is a sweet science. And the sweet science is just not based on one particular thing that you can do well. The science of everything is universal. And a lot of fighters don't get taught that because their teachers wasn't taught that. And so the student is only what the teacher is. If the teacher is not as bright as the teacher should be, then the student will always fail when they run up against a guy like the alien, myself. That, to me, answered that question. And it might have answered questions before it even come to me by me just explain what I just explained that quickly. It covers all that, Bernard. It just covers all that. So to me, some people want to define Bernard do great when guys come to him. Okay. But there's guys I fought that fought and ran and tried to box, and I outboxed them. When you're dealing with an all-around fighter, a complete fighter, you have to go back to You know, they got old school music, they got old school this and that. When you look at old school, you can't just use the word old to make a point of age. You got to look at old school of what used to be, but just happen to exist right now in a new school.
We're going to do the picture.
The Boxing Voice.